Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm standing outside of my latest project. This is a long-term buy and hold property. This is a rental property that we're gonna be adding to our portfolio. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the renovations I'm gonna make to this property, how I was able to acquire the property, and my exit strategy to refinance this property and pull all of my money out so I can have zero money in this deal, make an infinite return, and build generational wealth all with one deal. Let's check it out. This property was built in the 1960s with brick construction. It's currently 1,800 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. We do plan on adding a 4th bedroom, completing this property into a 4 bedroom, 2 bath. It has a pool, an RV gate, and it's in a non-HOA neighborhood. Let's check out some of the repairs that we're gonna make to this. Welcome, come on in. So something that's a little bit different with this buy and hold rental strategy versus the fix and flip strategy is that we're not gonna do too many crazy things to this floor plan. We're not gonna make any major floor plan changes. We will be putting in new flooring. We will have new kitchen cabinets, but we're not completely changing the floor plan for this property. Because it's going to be a rental property, the floor plan doesn't necessarily matter as much as long as all the bedrooms are intact and the property is livable, which this is gonna be in amazing condition by the time we're done. But with that being said, we're gonna be starting off here in the living area. What we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna be picking up all this old tile. We're gonna be getting rid of the old tile. It has different flooring in each bedroom, so we're just gonna match the flooring throughout the entire property. If you come on over here to the kitchen, in the kitchen, we have some wonderful plans for the kitchen. We're gonna keep the same kitchen layout. There's no need to really restructure this kitchen, especially for a rental property. We are gonna be doing new kitchen cabinets. We're gonna be putting in can lighting in the kitchen as well. The same LVP flooring. We will have new appliances as well, new plumbing as well. We're gonna do new outlets and new switches. And right here, we do plan on enclosing this. So one of the interesting things that happened with this property is that the previous owners decided to enclose a patio. So this was just a patio, that covered patio that was enclosed. They didn't do such a terrible job at it. So instead of tearing it down, we're just gonna place a door here to separate the two different areas. So the big reason we're doing that is because this area is currently not insulated and it doesn't have air conditioning. So we wanna make sure that we can keep the interior of the house cool. So we're gonna frame out a door here and we're still gonna keep this Arizona room and we're gonna add some ventilation in there, but we wanna make sure we make that split from this part of the house to that addition. Now, if we're able to add some electrical and we're able to add some ventilation and air conditioning in there, we're actually gonna be able to get that square footage added to this property. So a huge value add is gonna be converting that living room over there into an additional living space. Now, let's go through all the bedrooms and the bathrooms so you can see what we're working with here. So all of the bedrooms and the baths are currently on this side of the house. So in this bathroom, some of our plans are to completely demo the existing bathtub and shower tile that is in place. It also has this soffit up here that I don't love, so we're going to eliminate that as well. We'll have a new bathtub with bath tile all the way to the top. We're gonna have new bathroom fixtures, new valves. We're gonna have new toilets. It's also gonna have the same LVP flooring in here as well. And we're also gonna be putting new vanity cabinets in here as well. So it's gonna be completely painted. This bathroom is gonna look completely different and it's gonna be brand new, everything in this bathroom. Over here we have the first bedroom. Now, as you can see, it doesn't really need much. It might need some drywall patching. It already has a ceiling fan, so we're just gonna replace it with a new ceiling fan. We will have new flooring in here. We are purchasing a new door package. These doors are pretty beat up. So we will be purchasing a new door package and we're gonna be putting new baseboards throughout the entire property, new closet doors with new shelves, all really simple things that really just bring the property together and are really gonna help us increase the value of this place. This is bedroom number 2 over here. As you can see, pretty straightforward here. Now, one of the big things with this property is that I wanna share with you is that although it's a 1960s property, The previous owners replaced the windows a few years ago. So this property has brand new windows. That is great for us because windows are super expensive. And in this case, the previous seller did a lot of the heavy lifting for us. Thank you for that. So here we have the third bedroom. This is the primary bedroom. It does have a bathroom attached. It's the biggest bedroom so far. It has a decent size closet here. So what we're planning on doing here is just keeping the same shelving space, providing some nice closet space. It'll be the same flooring. We will put a new fan in here as well. But one of the big investments that we're gonna make is in this master bathroom. Now, it's a pretty small bathroom, so there's not a whole lot to work with. We're not gonna get too crazy here. We will be doing a new vanity. We will be doing new vanity lights, obviously new toilet. We will be pulling out this entire shower here, and the shower is gonna go up, all the way up to the ceiling. We're gonna be tiling it. We will be relocating the soffit so the air comes from above, and we will be adding a ventilation fart fan in here. So those are just some of the upgrades. We will likely be putting tile in this bathroom. It's just so small that it just makes sense to put some tile in here just as an added little touch for the primary bedroom. So I want to take you to one of the biggest value add parts of this property. Come check it out. So the previous owners took this, what used to be a carport, and they completely enclosed it. And they didn't do such a bad job with the framing. We actually took a good look at it, and it's actually in good condition. So instead of tearing this down, we're going to convert this into a fourth bedroom. We will need to add a window somewhere over here. So I'm thinking we might add a window here or a window here. We have this exit door so you can have your own entrance and exit to this particular bedroom. And then we're also going to be framing out a closet here on this wall. There's actually some space on the other side of the wall. So we'll be able to add a closet to this, completing the fourth bedroom. In real estate, it's super important that when you see value add opportunities like this, you're able to jump on them. A lot of people might have just wrote this off, but as soon as I saw it, I'm like, there's our fourth bedroom. By adding a fourth bedroom, that will increase the amount that we can charge as a rental. So by just converting this bedroom and making the investment into converting this into a livable bedroom, we're gonna increase the value of this property between $30,000 and $50,000. Now here we have a really interesting part of this property. This used to be a covered patio, but the previous owners decided to enclose it to turn it into some sort of shop. I always find it interesting when I buy properties and the previous owners have different ideas for it. Obviously, this doesn't really work as a shop for what we're trying to do, but instead of tearing it down, we're gonna repurpose this and we're gonna turn this into what's called an Arizona room. We will need to add some lighting in here. We already have a ceiling fan, but we will add to some lighting in here, and we will need to add some ventilation. So currently it doesn't have any AC in here, so we're gonna need to find a way to get some AC in here to keep this area nice and cool. We will be ordering a brand new door package, so we'll have a brand new sliding glass door. We're also gonna be ordering 2 new windows just for this room because the rest of the house is already taken care of. And in here, the major thing is a lot of drywall repairs. We're gonna be putting in new flooring and a lot of drywall repairs. We have this fireplace here that really doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Anytime I find properties in Arizona with a fireplace, it doesn't really make sense to me. The coldest it really gets in Phoenix Metro is like 50, maybe 45 degrees. So it doesn't really get that cold here. But I thought this was a real fireplace, but when I kicked it, it's not. It's faux fireplace, faux brick. So there's no reason to keep this. We're gonna get rid of this thing and we're just gonna have a smooth wall there. If anything, we might add an outlet up there. So this could be like an entertainment wall. All right, so now we're in the backyard, and as you can see, it's in need of some landscaping. It's pretty much just a dirt backyard. We don't have any major plans for the landscaping back here because it's gonna be a rental property. We actually find that less plants is better. You don't have to maintain them. If it's your personal house, of course, landscape it, make it look amazing, but maybe adding a little bit of turf and some gravel, that'll solve the problem here with the backyard. Now, the major investment that we have here for this property is gonna be this massive pool. As you can see, this pool is huge and it's in need of a serious renovation. So a large part of our budget for this property is gonna be allocated towards renovating this pool and getting it back running. A lot of times I don't really like buying rental properties with pools because it's additional maintenance. However, we got such a good deal on this property that does not make sense for us to sell it. It only makes sense for us to keep it as part of our portfolio. Although it has a pool, we're gonna set it up with a maintenance company and we'll be able to charge a little bit more per month because of this pool. Aside from the pool, some of the structural repairs that we're gonna need to make to this property have to do with this roof. As you can see, a lot of this fascia has been rotted out by the sun, and a lot of the shingles on top of the roof are actually blown off. So we're gonna completely remove the old shingles. We're gonna replace all the bad plywood and all the bad fascia and put a brand new roof on this property. When you are buying and holding assets long-term, I'd rather invest the money up front than to be having to fix things once you have a tenant in it. If we put a new roof on this thing, we know we're not gonna have any problems with this roof for the next 10 to 15 years, and it really creates a great situation for us as rental property. Now let's talk a little bit about how I was able to acquire this deal. My company does a lot of direct-to-seller marketing, which means we send mailers, we use Google AdWords, and we do cold outreach to homeowners to see who's interested in selling their property. We've been in touch with the seller for a few months, and he just wasn't ready to sell. Finally, a couple weeks ago, he gave us a call and said, hey, I need to sell my house and I need to sell it in the next 5 days. Typically, we buy houses anywhere between 14 to 30 days. So 5 days was pretty quick. I explained, let me find out what I can pay for it in the next 5 days. We made him the offer, he agreed on the amount, and in 5 days later, he had the cash in hand and we had the keys to this property. Now let's break down the numbers on this rental property. I acquired this property for $110,000. That's right, $110,000. That's about 25 cents on the dollar of its actual value. Now, the property does need some serious renovations. So taking that into consideration, we're calculating that we're gonna need between $65,000 and $75,000 to completely renovate this property. Taking all that into consideration, we plan on being all into this property for around $190,000 to $200,000. Now, here's where the magic happens. Because we only owe $200,000 on the property, which is about 50% of the value for this property, we can cash out refi all the money that we owe into a long-term 30-year mortgage. So we can cash out refi at 75% of value. Currently, the after repair value of this property is around $450,000. So because we only owe $200,000 on this property, we can cash out refi at 75% of $450,000, which is $337,000. So we'll take that $337,000, we'll subtract the $200,000 that we owe, so we'll be able to cash out $137,000 tax-free. Now, it gets better. Not only are we gonna have all of our cash out, plus that additional amount, we pay no taxes on that because it's a loan and you don't pay taxes on loans. Now, not only are we getting that money, but we're also gonna be getting monthly cash flow from the rental income that this property is going to generate. And we're gonna get depreciation benefits from being able to depreciate this asset as well. So all around, this is a home run deal. This is what we call a true BRRRR strategy. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you were able to gain some value. If you were, I really hope that you can share it with a friend. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Chris Vasquez Show. I'll catch you on the next video. Later.